Hello YouTubers, this is Hope2321. This is a video response about All Life is Sacred to Cricket Song from Lunar Wisdom. And she basically asks me what ticks about All Life is Sacred, do I believe in it? And I'm going to start off with a yes, I definitely do believe all life is sacred. I believe that everything is connected to us, even the birds, trees, the earth, the wind, the water, fire, everything is a part of us. And if you think about it, if you study human anatomy, you will notice that human bodies function off heat, they need stability, they are solid beings physically. And I think it was around about 80% of us is made of water. And we need air to breathe and to sustain us. Now, to cover things spiritually, I do believe that everything is a life force and is connected to the great source. So in saying so, I'm going to cover the two topics, or the two questions about suicide and abortions. Do I believe in suicide? No. And this is because that, again, life is sacred to everyone. Of course, I am not saying that everyone has to not commit suicide. I mean, this is completely their choice. But for those who are considering suicide, I do believe that they should seek help, or at least emotional support from people who care about them. When you're really into that dark, deep space, where you just don't think no one cares about you or anything like that, of course you're going to think, oh god, maybe I should be better off without this world, maybe the world doesn't need me anymore. And of course, bingo, you're going to commit suicide. But unless you have the strong thought and belief in yourself that you deserve to live, you deserve something better for yourself. And this happened to me a few years back. I am having a bad hair day, sorry about this. I was in a relationship with an ex, and 3 years ago, around about 3 years ago, I was going through a situation in my life where we were staying with someone, and this someone wasn't really appropriate to stay with, and she was very suicidal and used this to her advantage, basically, to lure us in and to basically use us for money and whatever we had on us at the time, even our relationship. At the time I was pretty upset with them, and especially with my ex at the time. He's now forgiven, by the way. I was walking home, well, walking to his elder brother's place, and I thought to myself, oh god, maybe I should stab myself in front of my ex, well, to you guys at the time, boyfriend. Maybe I should stab myself in front of my boyfriend to make him sad, make him depressed, and because I'm depressed too, and to make her, the person he's with at the moment, realize that this is real, this is suicide, this is blood. I was pretty much out for blood back then. I was ready to actually do some damage to people. But when I closed my eyes and did a bit of a quick meditation, this has suddenly just popped up. This is something, I am no joke, by the way. Let's see. My nanny has passed away in 2001, and ever since then I held a strong belief that someday I would see her again, either in this life, another life, or the afterlife, or heaven, whatever you call it. And she said to me in that state of consciousness, and when I was meditating at that time, keep in mind I was walking on the road and I was very tempted to throw myself to the road, and she said to me, don't you dare give up on yourself, don't you dare give up on the people who love you. I will kick your butt, and when you get over here I'll be very disappointed. You deserve better, you deserve to live, get your butt back on track and talk to the damn brother. You have more of a chance than you realize. So I decided to follow my nana's advice, and voila, I'm alive. Okay, abortions, I'll move on to the topic quickly. I do not believe in abortions unless you are under the extreme circumstances like rape, unless you're a rape victim. But even then, personally, I would keep the baby because that's my baby, and the baby's a part of me and my life. And it'll be very difficult for the baby to realize later on, when they're at least a teenager, when I tell them that you are a rape baby. Basically, you are born not from a loving father, and I was raped as a teenager or even an adult, and I'm ready to take the consequences for that. I'm ready to explain myself. But whatever the case, I will always love that baby. Whatever the case. Because they're a part of me, and I'd be very happy to show them the world of positivity out there. For those who are actually needing abortions, I do believe that it is necessary for abortions to exist in this world. Again, this is for extreme circumstances like rape, or even if you're financially broke, or whether you don't have the moral support. Sorry for the yelling in the background, that's sort of my family. Anyhow, I do not believe abortions should be taken lightly. I mean, if you're stupid enough to get yourself pregnant with your boyfriend without wearing protection or anything, of course I would pretty much be critical about it. But even in those circumstances, I think it's important to consider what the mother wants for themselves. Okay, moving on quickly to meat. Yes, I do eat meat. I do believe it's necessary for us to be sustained as human beings, because it is life energy in itself. And I truly do not believe that it's completely hopeless. I do believe that the spirits and the energy of these creatures do go to somewhere better. Of course, I do not believe in animal cruelty. Heck, if I were in their position, I'd be screaming. I would be really terrified. For example, if I was a pig in a really bad critical condition, I'd be in pain. I'd scream. Yeah, I do not believe in animal cruelty, but if it is necessarily to sustain us within meat and vegetables, because they are life forms in themselves, then of course I would eat either meat or vegetables. I like my meat and vegetables. If you look carefully at the if you look carefully at the food pyramid, it is a balance of both bread, salt, that sort of thing, and minerals to sustain us. And that's pretty much my say on meat. Oh, by the way, there was something I want to show you. This is a feather I've kept from a friend for a very long time. It's a bit frayed, by the way. But I do not believe in taking feathers or any items from anything without their permission. Because, come on, let's face it, we all hurt. And we need permission, yeah? I also believe in crystals, that they have energy, that they have life in them as well. Also with the trees, the elements like fire, earth, water, wind, and of course spirit. Let's see, sorry, I just one moment. Do I have a pet? To answer that, no, I don't have a pet. My parents have a pet. They have a pet bird, and they have 2 pet dogs. They're really lovely and they're so cute. I find that without them, life would be pretty much depressing, and without their human-like adaptations like dogs. They're really loyal and happy to help. They are always there for us. I do believe in animal spirit guides, by the way. And this is one of my little friends. His name's Kiro. A lot of you remember him from Card Captors. I've had him since I was 13, and ever since then, he's kept me company, and I do believe he has a bit of a spiritual side to him, either astrally or just in spirit world. He's my little friend. Yes, the treatment of animals in this sense is important because they live with us, they breed with us, they are our companions. And I'm sorry if this video doesn't make sense, by the way. Let's see what else. Personal sacred boundaries, okay. I do believe you need to create standards for yourself, like what you're willing to put up with, that sort of thing. Like, if someone invades your own personal space, for instance, like, I tend to not like people just entering my room without my permission or anything like that. I like my own personal sense of space. And I do believe people need to value themselves more as a person and as a spiritual being, because we are all connected. And in the end, we'll look back on all of our life experiences either together or as individuals, up there, heaven, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is the end of my video, and love you all, and blessed be. Please take good care of yourself, and see you. Good night.